to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the UTEP Miners and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Miners' offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. 5 catches in their last win, a couple of them going for touchdowns. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Handoff to Jones. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Miners headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Wolverines offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam in, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants.
Breaks into the open on the left. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like we're...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Miners' offense all set and ready to start the drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. To the air, it's Colson. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Continuing to churn and move him forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. They'll move the wide receiver. Could be an alley. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Buys a little time. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Back to throw, it's Colson. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's short of first down yardage. 4th down is coming. And the Miners will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Runs through a tackle.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. Crosses to 40. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They'll send the back in motion. Makes the catch. It's Buchanan. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. He might want another play. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Send the tight end in motion. Trying to impose their will with the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Throwing, Underwood. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. He got it, and that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, down on the UTEP sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside. It's Jones. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Colson. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Miners will have it 1st and 10. Powers through the defender. Breaks free, and he might be gone.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The Miners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now on the counter. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Bring in the heat. Avoids pressure on the right. Trying to make magic with his feet.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Here's Underwood to throw. Got a man. It's Marsh. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. He wants to change this route. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Now rolling to the left. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And back to the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Miners will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. It's complete on the right side. Knocked off his feet.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Tripped up for the tackle.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Finds a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Underwood. Quick completion on the out route. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Miners are in the hurry-up. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Miners getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Colson. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff to Jones. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Miners. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Maybe a crease. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage and got it out to the 41 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throwing, Underwood. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Got it behind the line. It's Jones. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Miners come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. It's Colson. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Miners will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. They had to punt it away. away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Got his man. Makes the grab and room to run. Touchdown, Wolverines! Roll into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Fires to the right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Jones. Still on his feet at the 25. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 30. He's at the 20. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. As we head into the 4th quarter, both of these running backs have been able to get it done on the ground. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Past the 50, the 40, past the 20. He is in, takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Snags it, and there's running room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Ball is loose. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear-end chewing. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Gets it to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Miners are flying down the field. Off play action on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Back to throw, it's Colson. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. calls his own number. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Here's a heat. Makes the grab in their space. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
The give on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just...
There's some room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Running inside, it's Marshall. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. That last play might have helped the completion percentage, but not the attempt to get the first down. They'll try it here on 3rd. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he gets it right on the cusp. Maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. He'll go to the sneak. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games,